Before we get out of here, your boy Suh just retired.
He did. Finally laid the gloves down.
Give me a fond memory of your boy Ndamukong Suh.
A fond memory?
Oh, give me a memory.
I would say my personal fond memory.
I want to hear a memory about you guys in the car and him pulling over.
Yeah. So I was, you know me.
The boy.
Asking about Canada. Like, we were, I think, a week removed. He was on a bye week. This was when he was out in Detroit. We were both in, maybe it was the off season, but we were both in Nebraska. We were driving to the airport to drop him off. And I was kind of, jabbing him about the Aaron Rodgers situation where he was stomping on Aaron Rodgers. And then after the game, he's saying that he didn't. Like, God, the man upstairs knows what happened. And so I'm like, hey, Suh, so the man upstairs, like, we can both agree that you stomped on him. And he just like turns back and looks and he's like, he didn't want to play about it. He just turns and looks and goes, we can pull the car over and I can show you what I meant if you want to do that. And I was like, oh, no. Listen, we don't have to talk about it anymore. Man upstairs. But I would love to talk to him about this story when he comes on the bus. When he finally comes on the bus. Yeah. As if we don't have enough Nebraska fans. When I was a redshirt freshman, we were in the middle of, I want to say, is the Texas game when they beat us with the second left when they kicked the field goal. But I was in on one drive because they were backed up, so we were in base package. So I happened to be in on like a couple plays that game. And he looked back at me one time like I'm like thinking, okay, I think I have the I got the A gap on this one. All right, just A gap. All right, they're in the I formation. I'm a young buck, head spinning. Like right. I'm out there. Things are moving way faster than the Big 12 championship. Yeah. And he like looks back, hey, I'm taking the A gap. You go B. And I'm just thinking, man, that is fucking, because he was, the Heisman, Mark Ingram's walking around with his Heisman trophy right now. Yeah. Like that dude could have single-handedly, or like he should have won the Heisman that year. In, what was it, 08, 09? 08. Like that, dude, he was a bad fucking dude. With that Nebraska on the side of his helmet. I'm like... Yeah, and in Detroit, too. Like him. I want to say only Warren Sapp has been ranked in the top 5 or the top 3 in Heisman voting for like a defensive tackle. Like Suh was that dude. Like, you know, he did it all. But that was one of the coolest memories, like playing with him is like him turning around being Suh. And he's like, I'm taking the A gap here. You go B cap. And I'm just like, yes, sir. And he's saying that while the offensive line's already lined up? Yeah, like while they're lining up and he like looks back to me. He's like, hey, I'm going to do this. You just fit off me and go B gap. When you're a young buck and one of those. And I'm thinking, are you allowed to do that? Like, that's not what we're supposed to do. Yeah, he said Baker. Yeah. Anytime like you get an older guy when you're first in college and they like say something to you to like change something up, you feel so extra cool. Yeah. You really do. But like, we're really out here just playing some backyard ball, aren't we, buddy? And like, shut the fuck up. And Suh, like, he was real tight with my roommate, Alonzo Whaley, Zoe Whaley. Mm-hmm. And Zoe was my age. So Zoe was young, I was young. And so I didn't like, Suh and I weren't boys like that. But Suh was always the cat in the hallway and in the locker room that I would play up like we're boys. You know what I mean? Yeah. Suh, what's up, man? Man, it was good to see you over the weekend. He like comes and picks Zoe up or something like that. And then like if somebody's around, I'd like tap him like, me and Suh, like we're boys. And he'd just call me like a bitch or he'd call me like something. Yeah. He would like degrade me in front of everybody. Yeah. But I would always play it up like, that's how we do it. That's my guy. That's how we do it. Haven't missed a beat. That's how we do it. What was it? Was his last year 2009? Yeah. Okay. All right. I heard a story about him in a bowl game one time when they like do like the banquet dinner and the center was asked, how do you feel about going against Suh tomorrow? And he's like, I'm not too worried about it. And I guess like the whole Nebraska team like looked back and was like, oh fuck, he's in for a long day. And he took the guy out of the game in the first quarter. Were you part of the team then? I was part of the team. Tom Segura told that story on the pod. Yeah. But I also saw a clip recently. Was it the Tom Segura clip? I think it was from Bussin' With The Boys. You know what? That was my moment. No one pisses me off. That was our clip. Yeah. So I think I did hear a story. Hey, we have our brains fleeting. Fleeting, dude. But yeah. Gets worse with time. That's why I need to find I don't remember if Suh like injured him and he was out in the first quarter, but I mean, Suh was that dude. Suh was a bad man. And you kind of like, he carried himself like a pro, like in college. You know what I mean? Yeah. Kind of kept to himself. Right. I want to say he operated that way while he's in the league because he's somebody that he's always like, talking to Levante because they both played on the Bucs together. Levante would tell me, like, after practice, before they go into defensive meetings or to review film, whatever it is, Sue's always on like business calls. Like, you know, he has like a board where like Warren Buffett's on it. Like, this is a dude who operates. I want to say he got his engineering degree at Nebraska, but he was always playing the game within the game, like setting himself up on the outside, all that stuff.
Good for him.
Yeah.
I never had any real run-ins with him because by the time I was in the league, he was in the Dolphins. And I think I played him a couple of times, maybe just like a handful of snaps. But I don't really have anything that would be like, oh, exciting for the viewer.
Yeah.
But obviously a hell of a talent.
He
Hall
was
of Famer?
a dog, bro. Well, I have
13
no clue.
years in the league?
You know how many Pro Bowls did he get?
I mean, he was in Detroit. Those first 4 years in Detroit
he was the man, bro.
Crazy.
Like, I want to say when they took and look, Gerald McCoy is a hell of a player, but I want to say he got drafted ahead of Suh. I think.
Yeah,
did
McCoy has made a bunch of Pro Bowls.
Did Suh go 3 overall? Second
To
overall?
the Lions, 2010.
Okay, so never mind. He did get picked ahead of Gerald McCoy, but it was between like him and Gerald coming out.
Yeah.
And it was just, dude, it's just a no-brainer the way Suh was, bro. Like I remember we were playing against Virginia Tech. It was on my birthday. And he was doing something. I want to say he would like, you know, he would kind of have moments where he just plays on his own. He like does his own thing. And Coach Bo is pissed about how he's playing because he's freelancing a little too much. And he like looks down the sideline and he's like, Carl, get him out of the fucking game. I don't want him in there. Get him out of the fucking game. And Carl like looks down at him. He's like, I need him. He has to be on the field. He stayed and played obviously he stayed on the field.
Yeah.
But Suh was like, yeah. I mean that he's fucking him.
He's fucking him.
He's him.
No
Crowd
doubt.
would erupt. Suh. They did it in the NFL, but Memorial Stadium was always rocking. He like put this Colorado quarterback like 6 feet under after he picked the ball off. Alex Henry banged this 58-yarder. We go up on Colorado. Loudest I ever heard Memorial Stadium when I was there. And that next drive, Colorado's going on a drive to like come back and like win the game. And Suh ends up maybe tipping it and picking it off, but picks it off. The quarterback is the coach's son, I believe, at the time. And he goes to try and tackle Suh, and Suh just fucking
This is it.
reaches back from his ancestry and just puts him in the fucking ground, bro. Puts him in. Look at that photo. And crowd is going fucking berserk.
Going crazy.
Crazy, bro.
Look at this guy. He is losing his mind. God,
But he's
what
a legend. He's a legend. He's a legend.
What you got, Clump?
We haven't got to talk yet, but there may be a rumor that he will officially be on the bus. Ndamukong Suh. Just throwing it out there.
I threw it out to him in my tweet, and he sunned me.
Ooh,
He sunned me.
that's tough.
He said,
But I feel like that's him. That's you guys' thing.
yeah, that's us.
That's your guys'
That's
thing.
us.
That's your
That's
guys'
what people
deal.
doesn't know.
That's your
That's
fucking
us.
So he knows. He
Yeah,
just
he goes-
remembers the old times.
He goes, maybe one day, appreciate it, kid.
But that's you guys.
That's us,
Yeah,
man.
having fun.
That's Sue, yeah.
You and Sue having
That's
a
our
good
relationship.
time. Oh shit! Exclamation point though.
Yeah.
So you know his enthusiasm in that tweet. Man,
Love
All
you,
right.
Sue.
love you, Sue. I'm kind of scared to have him on the bus, honestly.
He's intimidating.
Do you think we should we have him on the bus?
I think it'd be fun.
Yeah, fun.
Our stress would be up. Like my heart rate would be up the whole time. But yeah, I think it'd be a good time.
All right.
I'm scared to ask him about the Aaron Rodgers thing again. But maybe
Well,
that's just
no.
us.
I'll ask him, and then if he starts to act some sort of way, I'll be like, Will wanted me to ask that. I'll just kind of.
And then
If anyone's getting their ass beat, it's gonna be you.
like as you're asking it, I just sneak off, run off the bus.
Look to my right, you're gone. Yeah, dude. Legend. Good for him. Go Big Red.